What if there was a way to lower emissions, save money, and still drive your car as usual?
News 9's Jamie Ely has more on what some people are calling a solution for the economy and the environment with tonight's special assignment.
You've heard about electric vehicles, but what about the other E that's looking to save the environment and save you some money at the pump? I toured Ohio's largest ethanol production plant to give you a first-hand look on what goes on in making that E. According to several scientific studies, the Earth is going to reach a point of no return with its pollution in about 10 years. While climate change has several factors, studies have shown that fossil fuels are the primary contributor to global warming, accounting for over 75% of greenhouse gas emissions and nearly 90% of all carbon dioxide emissions. However, there could be a solution sitting at our pumps right now: E15. Marketed as unleaded 88 and able for use in vehicles made in 2001 and after, proponents for the fuel say the effect it could have on our environment is immense.
Number one, it's renewable. We make it out of corn. We run out of it, we grow it more the next year. We just make more. It's a renewable product that way. It's good for the environment. It's in the Clean Air Act for a reason, all the regulations around ethanol. It's in the Clean Air Act because it cleans our air, so it's a good thing for the environment.
While most conversation about removing greenhouse gas emissions from fossil fuels has focused on electric cars as the main replacement option, Nicholson and others argue that going electric might not be the best option for the consumer or the environment.
There's nothing that doesn't have any emissions through the whole manufacturing process. Just because it doesn't have a tailpipe doesn't mean there wasn't some emissions that happened during the manufacturing of that vehicle or the batteries or those type of things. This one is renewable. It's made from corn, and it's brewed into an ethanol plant, which is a long-term technology that we've known how to do for a long time. There's other ways to decarbonize our fuel, and ethanol being blended to gasoline is one of those ways, and it just hasn't been part of our conversations.
The technological process to make E15 takes place at plants all across the U.S., including at Ohio's largest plant in Marion, operated by Poet.
What we do is we bring corn in, it goes through a grinding process. At that point then, we add some ingredients into a slurry process. We will then transfer it over to fermentation. We have several tanks that allow us to do that. It takes about 75 hours. Then it goes through distillation, and with that distillation, we'll go through two processes there that we end up with 200 proof alcohol. Then we separate all the rest of the material because we don't waste anything. And there's different impacts in some biodiesel as well.
Beyond the environmental benefits of E15, those familiar with making the fuel say it has far-reaching benefits for producers.
The emissions are less with it. It also allows just the pricing of fuel to lower. At the same time, what it does, it really does help the economy from a standpoint of really helps all the farmers to have an outlet for that corn.
Furthermore, E15 could offer consumers savings at the pump to the tune of roughly 5 to 10 cents a gallon. So, with all of these benefits, why is E15 only available for a portion of the year?
The issue that we have is this obscure rule in the Clean Air Act prevents us from selling it from June 1 to September 15th. They have a different blend of gasoline for the summer driving season, and that's the holdback, and it's what we're trying to fix in Congress right now.
E15 was placed on a summertime ban by the EPA for several factors, including the fact that the blended fuel can become more volatile. It evaporates more easily because of its alcohol content, and the particles can react with sunlight to create smog. That being said, Nicholson says the benefits outweigh what he calls myths.
That period it's all about the evaporative nature of gasoline. And so you can imagine during the summer, it evaporates more, and so for clean air, the EPA regulates gasoline during that time period. The unusual thing, though, is that E15 is actually better on that evaporation than even E10. But we could sell E10 all year, but not E15. So you can see that regulation is outdated. It doesn't make any logical sense or scientific sense. So it just needs to be fixed, and we need to do that as soon as possible.
The Ohio Corn and Wheat Growers Association have been attempting to get a tax credit passed in the state legislature, offsetting the investment cost retailers might undertake to offer unleaded 88 year-round. However, backers of E15 were dealt a blow when Governor Mike DeWine sent a letter to the EPA to delay E15 expansion. In a statement, Nicholson said, in part, "We are disappointed by Governor DeWine's decision to delay the expansion of E15 in Ohio. This expansion would have provided immediate benefits to consumers and growers in our state, with minimal cost to fuel refiners. Despite setbacks, advocates for the fuel still argue for its place at the pumps year-round."
It would be very beneficial for the environment, and again, it also will support the American economy with both our farmers and others.
So win-win.
Win-win.
Coming up Tuesday, I'll show you the in-depth process of how you take corn seed to E15 fuel with no byproduct waste. Reporting for News 9, I'm Jamie Ely.
Hi, I'm Jamie Baker. Thanks for watching. Here's another video for you to watch, and please be sure to subscribe to our channel.